Dave Wiley down here in the pits at Gresham Motorsports Park for Garage Talk, and I'm joined today by the driver of the number 22 Discount Tire Dodge in the Nationwide Series, and of course the number 2 Blue Deuce in the Sprint Cup Series for Penske Racing, and that's Brad Keselowski. Brad, thanks for appearing with us.
Hey, thank you. Thanks for having us here at Gresham.
You started out up there in Michigan. You're a third generation racer. You've had your own team. You've seen all aspects. You've learned all aspects of racing and the cars and everything. And then, of course, you won the Nationwide Series last year in a pretty dominating fashion. Tell us what all those things have done for you and how they help you now that you're up in the Sprint Cup.
Well, you try to learn as much as you can, whether that's in racing or in this world, just so you better understand it. And I wouldn't say I got it all figured out, but I'm trying to. And, by owning a team that runs in the Truck Series, that's a lot of fun for me and a lot of headaches. And running in the Nationwide and Cup Series full time, well, that's a lot of work too, but but it's a lot of fun too when you're winning. So Nationwide Car's been very good to me. Discount Tire's been very good to me, and so have my sponsors all across the board. And we've learned a lot. Just always learning about racetracks, learning about race cars, learning about our fans, and what it takes to make this sport keep on trucking.
I got you. Well, let me ask you this. Driving for Penske here the last couple of years and everything. Tell us a little bit about Roger Penske himself.
About Roger? Well, Roger's a pretty straightforward guy. He's going to tell you what he's thinking, and he's going to work hard, and he'll be that guy that's up at 3 in the morning trying to work on our cars and teams to make them better, and maybe not with his hands on them, but with his mind on it. So, I respect that and appreciate it. He's done so many great things. Won a bunch of Indy 500s, got him a Daytona 500 win a couple years ago, and now the goal is to get him that Cup championship. And that's going to take a lot of work. We got a lot of work to do to get there. We were fortunate enough to get it done on the Nationwide side last year, but we've got a lot of work to get there on the Sprint Cup side. So we're going to keep working on that, and hopefully we can get it done sometime in the future.
I got you. Well, you brought your crew chief, and did the whole crew come with you to move up to the Sprint Cup? And is it the same team? I've never asked anybody this. Is it the same crew for both teams?
Well, no. Our Nationwide team from last year, we took probably 4 or 5 of the guys from it and put them over to the Cup side, and took a couple guys off of Justin's Nationwide team and put them on my Nationwide car, and brought in a couple other guys. So it's been kind of a mixture of different changes at Penske Racing, trying to get stronger. And we're not there yet, but we're going the right direction, and I feel good about that. So we'll keep clicking away at it. There's nothing easy about this sport, that's for dang sure.
Man, that's absolutely true, and that sort of brings me to my last question for you, and that is, of course, you got a lot of the Sprint Cup drivers driving on the Nationwide side, but it still is a step up when you move to Sprint Cup. Tell me about how the difference in the competition is, and when you get in these little dust-ups with different people, how long does that kind of stuff stay with you? Do you remember it forever, or do you just say, hey, I got to let it go?
Well, there's just more competitive cars at the Cup level. I mean, there's no question about that, and it's just the cream of the crop for sure. But I still enjoy running in the Nationwide Series, and I'm always learning, and that's a great opportunity to do that. So, the Cup Series is it's tough. The best people are there; they're on every team, and you're not going to outspend them. You're not going to do any of that stuff. So that makes it a challenge. The testing ban that came in also makes it a real challenge for guys like myself who moved up after it. I think you see the same thing with Joey Logano, and I guess even now with Trevor Bayne, that those rules have kind of really put a hindrance on us. So it's hard for a new driver to come in the sport right now, probably the hardest it's ever been. And that's something we're certainly fighting, but we're not looking to make excuses. We're looking to get to the front. So that's our challenges, but we're up to the task of trying to get them right. But they're going to have some feuds and battles in between trying to get there, and they stay with you until those people exit the sport. But I plan on being here for a long time, so I guess that means they're going to stay around for a long time.
I got you, my friend. Well, listen, we sure do appreciate you spending a few minutes with us. Good luck both on the Nationwide Series and in the Sprint Cup Series, and we certainly appreciate you spending a few minutes with us here on Garage Talk.
Thank you. Thanks for having us here at Gresham.
Dave Wiley down here outside the Tech Building with Brad Keselowski at Gresham Motorsports Park.